Boom.
Hey.
All right. What's up, Curtis?
Not much. It's Sunday. The dog's barking in the background.
Nothing
Someone's
better
visiting.
than dogs barking in the background on a Sunday. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Nice. How many
We
dogs you got?
Two.
Cool. What are their names?
Yeah. Watson and Lizzie, or Elizabeth.
Cool. My daughter's middle name is Elizabeth. My sister's middle
Nice.
name is Elizabeth. Yeah.
Cool.
So welcome, everybody. We're here for the Get Shit Done Show, episode 271. This is live hypnosis session number 10 with Curtis. We skipped last week because I was traveling. And so we have at least 2 weeks of catching up to do, Curtis. We haven't really talked very much except for briefly on my ride home. So guys, what we're doing is we go live every day for the Get Shit Done show. If you have questions about hypnosis or questions about what we're doing or anything we have to say, please go ahead and chime in the chat. We will expect to get ridiculous comments from hecklers on YouTube as par for the course, which seems to be the biggest constant, which is kind of funny. But I have found that there are YouTube, when we do this vertical format, YouTube gives us so much more views in the live stream than it does when we go horizontal. And even though there are a bunch of like silly teenage troll hecklers, occasionally there are some pretty awesome fans and people who are paying attention to what we're doing and who ask intelligent questions and interact. So I apologize in advance to all of our viewers for the YouTube hecklers. I guess that's just part of the way the internet is these days. Hecklers always find a way. They always find a way.
It's funny.
So Curtis, what's up? So for our viewers, maybe the first time viewers right now, go ahead and tell everybody what we're up to and what you're up to, why we're doing this.
Okay, so why we're doing this would be because I want to build my YouTube channel up to 10,000 subscribers and to make a couple $1,000s in the process so I can monetize my channel. I know that starts around 1,000, but I figured if you have a higher goal, you can at least become close. Is still pretty good, right? Because you still land on the moon, so to speak. So that's what we're here for. So yeah, subscribe to my channel if you're interested.
Cool.
Parent Support Circle.
Yeah, you guys can go to parentsupportcircle.com to join Curtis's list and community. He's helping parents worldwide to get the help they need and hopefully become better parents in the process, right? Curtis, so all right, well, bring me up to speed on the last 2 weeks. What's happened in the last 2 weeks since we checked in last?
Okay, last 2 weeks, I've changed some of the videos that I do, the style. So instead of just doing like the interview style, I changed some of them where it's just me with B-roll. Some of the other ones I've actually used another software to add B-roll to it. So my shorts have B-roll in it because I'm using a program called vidIQ, which is an AI system that helps you make better videos. So I've been doing a little more B-roll, and it seems to be doing a little better. I've noticed.
So let's talk about results. Like, have you noticed any actual results of increased performance?
Yes. So what I've done is what they call optimizing your videos. So some of the older videos, I've changed the thumbnail and title, and those used to be, some of them were a bunch of zeros. Most of them are now 2 or 3. I'm guessing because that have changed. Some other ones are a couple hundred. I have a few videos where I got 1,000 plus on them by doing the same thing, but those are the videos that I've actually done well besides the point. And my best videos seem to be the stitch videos where I take a parent talking about something and I do the reaction beside it. Those seem to light up pretty good, I found, the last 2 weeks. Because I did one the week before we talked, then I did 2 this week, and then they both did super well for like view wise. Not necessarily subscribers, but it's definitely something different than I was doing. So I think that result was pretty good in my mind.
The cool thing about the stitch videos, I hadn't heard that term before, right? I guess, but that makes sense that they're called stitch videos. That's where it's kind of like picture in picture, where you overlay you on top of their video, and you're like showing your reactions, and if you wish, your commentary.
Yep. It's Stitch or
Tim,
Duet. It's two different ones. Yeah. Similar.
well, yeah, what's the difference? What's a duet? Just where it's like split screen?
Yeah, it's split screen, like kind of how we're here. Same idea. And then a Stitch is where you add something in the beginning of someone else. You use someone else's
Right,
video to attract someone to your video. So when they first watch it, they say,
right,
"Oh, what's this?" And they go, "Oh, okay, it's
right,
Curtis," and they see you. Yeah.
right. Right. So it's kind of cool because often it might be a video that they've seen before, or a person that has more visibility and or credibility than you seem to,
Hmm.
that they're a viral video or whatever. It's also interesting because the new video creator, in this case you,
Yep.
um, it's kind of expected that there'll be like facial reactions, and then like maybe you'll
Yep.
pause the other person, then you'll say something, and
Yep.
so it's like you're building off something that already has some traction,
Yep.
and you're getting some visibility. It's a little bit like affiliate marketing that way,
Hmm.
right? Like the relationship is, somebody
Yep.
else creates the product and you promote it, somebody else has created in this video, and you're kind of making your own version.
Yep.
I would say it's a good, I think it's probably a good tactic for growth in the short term. And because you're spotting a type of video that's getting good results, I think you should totally double down on it. I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
it's not a long-term strategy, because I've never seen somebody that does those like become a super successful entrepreneur,
Yeah.
right?
It's just like
Like,
something to get people into your channel, I
yeah, it's
guess.
a
Right.
it's a
Yeah.
tactic for a certain type of video that people are responding to. Keep learning new types of videos. Keep trying new types of videos, and then find the ones that seem to be doing well and do more of them. 100%.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
try doing one of those every day for a month and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. That's a
Like,
good idea. So
that would
perfect.
crush. Like, and I think that uh it's also interesting because you this is a situation where you are the target market, and so when people see you, they're going to
Hmm.
identify with you, right? When other
Yep.
parents see you and they're about your age, I don't know whether women or men will identify more. You know what I mean? You never
Yeah. You never
That
know.
can go
Yeah.
either way. It can be like
Yep.
attracts like, or opposites attract. Like,
Yep.
but you'll probably attract people. You'll probably attract more Canadians. You'll probably lean Canadian. That generally is how it works.
Hmm.
But maybe not. Who knows? But dude, yeah, double down on those videos. So okay, cool. So you found some new video types. You're doing some new things, and you're getting some more
Yep.
views on these Stitch videos.
Yep.
Great.
That's right.
Okay. So
And
what else?
I'm up to 80 subscribers now. So two more than last time, I guess, or
You're
one more
increased.
than
Okay,
last
you've
time.
increased by 2 subscribers.
Yep. So
Rock and
it's
roll.
slow. It's slow. Also, what I found with YouTube is that a lot of the videos gain momentum later on. So it's not instant. With like, if you do TikTok, it's pretty, you get the views right away and that's where it sits. But I found with YouTube Shorts, it may be one or two today. The next week, it could be a couple hundred or a couple thousand later on. It's just because they keep on reshowing. Because how I know this is my daughter watches YouTube Shorts all the time, and she'll see a couple of my videos within the week 3 or 4 times during the week. So you get more recycled material with YouTube rather than TikTok is just once and it's gone. So I think
Dude,
that seems like a cool thing, I thought.
this gives me a cool idea.
Yeah, what's that?
Try this.
Okay.
So there are tons of holidays all the time.
Yep.
And what a lot of people do is they are like, oh, well, once they have a business and it's cooking, they're like, oh, I'll do a holiday sale for Labor Day, and I'll do a Memorial Day sale, and I'll do a Christmas Day sale, and
Hmm.
I'll do a lucky St. Patrick's Day sale, and I'll do a Halloween sale, whatever, right? All the things. 4th of July sale, Independence Day, all the things. So if you're seeing that these videos are getting recycled over time, and you know there's a holiday coming up a month from now,
Mm-hmm.
which there always
Like
is,
Halloween. Halloween's coming
like
up.
Halloween. So do some Halloween videos now and title them things like Halloween 2025, Halloween
Yeah.
October 31st, 2025. Like, and like optimize it for Halloween this year. And you're already going to have views before Halloween even hits. So you're kind of like
Yeah.
creating a video for the future, since you already know it's going to be more recycled in the
Hmm.
future anyway. Right?
Yep.
It's like you're
Like a
planting
2 week
the
type
seed,
thing, maybe. Yeah.
you're planting the seed earlier.
Yep.
So so you can do videos for all the holidays coming up in the next 3 months
Yeah.
now, right?
Oh,
And you
interesting.
can do reaction videos to people that talked about Halloween 2024 or whatever, and incorporate the Stitch thing in,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, right? You can be like, what are the trending, or you can do trending costumes, trending costumes for kids in Halloween 2025, and then you can go and do a reaction video to some of the costume videos, clips that are out there, and it'd be very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's a
Would
good
you
idea. I wrote it down.
would you let your kid wear this? Like,
Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah.
yeah,
So show
no
different
way in a
like
million years would
costumes.
I ever let my kid wear this costume, or whatever, or but you can make it funny.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you got a couple new subscribers. You're getting more views. You're finding a type of a format that's working better. That's
Mm-hmm.
great. Any other improvements on your ability to take action, on your consistency, or on your results?
Yeah, I'm still doing symbology up to a yellow belt now. So
Okay,
and I should start paying for that in the next 2 months, I guess. When you sign up, you get 60 days free, and they start paying. But if you do it now, you get $45 instead of $97. So I signed up for it.
cool.
Do that, and
And
then
are you using Simpleology to grow your business?
I am trying my best to do that. Yes.
Oh, let's talk about that part. What does that
Okay.
mean? Like, how
But
are
that
you? Like, how are you, or how aren't you? You like, where, when you say I'm trying your best, like, cool, but like, what does that actually mean?
well, it means that I'm putting down some of my target stuff I need to get done each day or each week. But what I find sometimes if I leave too many things on there, I get a problem. Like I get overwhelmed by it. So I started just only leaving about 4 or 5 items, and then I found a way I can put onto a separate list now, which I never did before. I just recently found I could do that. So then I can look at the list and say, oh yeah, I got this done, or I need to do this in the future, and then you can schedule it for some things. Like if I know every Sunday I do my podcast, I'll have that in there, and then it shows up, but it doesn't really count as anything. It's blocked out type thing, so it's on my calendar. And that's the other thing is the calendar thing is I got to look at it more often because sometimes I miss it during the day. So I got to incorporate it in my morning thing that I do. Because a lot of times I'll like, oh yeah, I'll do it, and I forgot about it. So that's one of the issues I'm having with my calendar scheduling thing is that I put stuff in there, then I don't look at it early enough in the morning. Remember, oh hey, I have this meeting. Oh hey, I got this to do after work.
Okay, so one of the things you need to learn how to do is to integrate Simpleology in your calendar and your entrepreneurial responsibilities into your work routine,
Yeah,
your day-to-day work routine, so that you have some pieces in there where you're moving your business forward more in a more integrated way,
yeah, that's right.
rather than it just be when you happen to think about it, or only when you have a little bit of time blocked aside. There's other things you
Right.
need to think about throughout the day if you're going to get the business cooking, right?
Yep. Because I know that you
Okay.
mentioned that before about the calendar and you use it quite religiously, and then I'm just like trying to incorporate my what I'm doing with my routine. So
Does I want to get back into using Simpleology myself, and I haven't.
yep,
So damaging admission, but um does Simpleology integrate with your Google Calendar?
it does. Yeah, I have done that.
Great. I mean, I would hope so, but I didn't know. So that's
Yep.
really good. Yeah, I use my Google Calendar because I mean, right now I'm making a big shift in my life where
Hmm.
I was for many, many, many years only focused on one-to-many activities in my business where I was primarily creating products or group coaching programs that would then go out to many, many, many people.
Yep.
And over time, I went from having a giant company with a ton of people to then, after I got divorced and my marriage collapsed, blah, 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 I became a solopreneur again.
Yep.
And I became a solopreneur working from home on all these one-to-many activities, but without any real accountability or any real deadlines other than to myself. And I was just making everything up, and I was lost. And so what I'm shifting to right now is working with clients one-on-one as my primary activity, both in my local hypnosis office and on Zoom. And so I have a ton right now. I have a ton of meetings. They're hour-long sessions, and they're people, clients usually that are doing a weekly session, plus get shit done every day, right?
Nice.
And then, of course, ever-changing kids' schedules and activities and driving everybody all over the place, whatever. So it's like everything goes on my calendar, or I drop the ball every single time. So yeah, I have to, it's not even an option for me.
Perfect.
But yeah, that's cool. So you're using Simpleology. In what area of your business do you know you could and or should be making more progress in to get more subscribers and make more money and build your list? What area are you not making the progress that you want to, where you feel stuck, where you're holding yourself back? Like where are you putting on the brakes?
I would say email currently, because I just find I get tied up doing some of the other stuff. Like the email, not as powerful. I know it's powerful, but I'm not getting the emails out to get people to point to my videos is my issue, because I find that editing and trying to produce those videos are a little bit more time consuming than I thought. Because sometimes like, oh crap, I gotta do email, and it's like, I gotta go to work right now, and then when I come home, I forgot what I was supposed to do. I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. So that's something I got to work on, email stuff, sending stuff to my list. But also, I didn't realize I didn't pay for my subscription last month. So then I had to redo that. So I paid that up to date again. So
for what?
which one thing for Aweber? I pay for Aweber.
Oh, for Aweber. Yeah. Okay.
On a monthly thing, and then I forgot that I missed a payment, and then I saw it. It's like, I'll do it later, and then it's like, I'll wait next payday, and payday came up. I paid it, so I'm good.
Yeah, so dude, daily email. So the daily email is a great daily Simpleology task.
Yep.
Okay, if you want to be emailing more often, put that in Simpleology, add it to your daily task list, daily broadcast. All right. And remember, it can be one sentence with a link if it has to be. Okay, the more meaningful it is, the more time you spend sending it, the better. But you can be like, hey guys, here's today's video. Sorry, gotta go. Link.
Busy. Gotta go to work. Here's a link. Yeah.
I mean, that's legit, right? And it's honest. So if you want to get in the habit of daily emailing, that's what I recommend.
Okay, something simple.
If you can, block out 15 minutes or half an hour, or however much time you need on your calendar to set that time aside to do it then. But you're right, video editing, it takes a crap load of time, and there's no end to how much time you could spend on it to make things better. There's no limit.
Yeah.
So the thing about editing, Curtis, is you're building your skills, which is really important. Like right, especially right now with video editing, you're learning how to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
That takes time. With that said, the more you practice, the better you're going to get. That's great.
For sure.
But it's kind of like, because editing has no cap, there's no end to the amount of editing you can do on a video. What that means is you're going to do it in the amount of time that you allot to it.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that you block out how much time you have to bang out a video, and you don't go over. Get it done in 20 minutes, period. It's race against the clock. That's the game you're playing, right? So like put yourself on a timer and go. It's like a
Yep.
5K,
Yep.
serious. Just get full focus. Boom. You got
Yep.
20 minutes, knock it out. That's a good way of handling that, because and you will get better, and if you want to set more time aside to learn or to practice or whatever, that's sweet. But if you're editing videos on a regular basis, that can become a huge boss. Like what
Yeah.
happens to a lot of video producers is they start as solo creatives who are making cool videos because they like making videos, and they start in high
Mm-hmm.
school or junior high these days and just like screwing
Yep.
around with their phones and making cool shit, right? And then they're like, oh, people like my videos, I'm going to keep making videos, blah blah blah. And some of them are very charismatic on camera, and some of them are just great editors, and some of them might make cartoon animated videos, and some of them are live stream video gamers, but it's all videos, right?
Yep.
And then when you go into editing mode, you can make your videos better, and you follow trends that are happening and all sorts of cool things.
Right
But
on.
editing videos doesn't mean money.
Right.
It doesn't mean people are going to like it, and it means they might. And so
Yeah,
it's a
true.
huge time suck. And so what most entrepreneurs do is they figure out a style that works, and then they immediately outsource editing the videos and focus on making money in their business. So I
Mm-hmm.
just
Yep.
keep getting better at editing videos, but don't do it at the expense of making money, because editing videos is not going to make you money in your business.
Yeah.
Though, if you're great at editing videos and you make killer videos, you can hire yourself out to edit people's videos.
Yeah.
That's also true. So that's a skill that the better you get, also a really good skill to have in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that you said is that you need to spend more time on sending email.
Yep.
Great. I remind you, even if you're sending to a video,
Mm-hmm.
PS it a link to buy something.
Okay.
Okay. Your daily email is your moneymaker, dude. That is how you're going to there are different ways of doing this in the future, including building your own offer, but you don't have your own offer yet. While you're
No.
waiting, if you should be sending email every day, and you should be linking to your daily content, and you should be PSing to like a great parenting offer,
All right. Yeah.
right?
Yep. For sure.
Cool. So where else are you struggling with this? Like, why is your YouTube channel not growing faster, in your own opinion? What's going on? What's holding you back?
I don't know yet. I'm doing all the stuff that I'm using for vidIQ, and then they have a AI coach thing as well, and I've used that, and I'm trying to do the stuff they say to do. So I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
That's fine.
This is important.
Okay.
It's your responsibility to see the field. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not a soldier down in the army, down on the field.
Yeah.
You're in the sky. You need to look at the entire playing field. You need to change your perspective. You need to zoom up and out. You need to, right? And so what I'm saying is, you can't outsource the responsibility of like knowing where you're going and what you're struggling with to someone else or something else to tell you what to do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, from your perspective, from what you can see, from what you are thinking about and looking at as a human, as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
as a parent, all these things, why isn't your YouTube channel growing faster? Like, why isn't
Some
it
of the
growing like by hundreds of people a day? Like, what's holding you back?
I'd say maybe the videos are not as interesting as they should be. Maybe something I think of. Because I watch other
Okay.
videos, they have that interest factor, right? Then I've looked at a couple of mine, is like, yeah, kind of boring, the regular ones, but with the ones with B-roll adds a little more. Oh, hey, what's this? Or, oh, okay, I got what's happening now. It gives that sort of thing. But some of the older ones are just a straight interview style. those are kind of boring, and people don't watch them that long because I check some of the analytics, and it's only a couple, 3, 4 seconds they drop off. Then with the one with the B-roll, if it's within the first 5 seconds, I see part of the B-roll, then people stick a bit longer. I've noticed. So that's what I'm
How
trying
many
to do.
videos are you posting a day to social?
One right now.
Okay, great. Let me help you.
Yep.
So, I want to take this with a grain of salt because I am not a social media superstar. It's not my number one skill.
Yep.
However, I'm friends with people in the greater internet marketing world, and some of them have very successful TikTok channels, etc. And what seems to be the case with TikTok, with YouTube, and with Instagram, what seems to be the case is 3 to 5 posts per day. Ideally, 3 to 5 video posts per day.
Yeah.
Consistently. Every single day. Okay? In addition to whatever live streams you're doing, the more the better. But 3 to 5 posts per day in order to really prime the pump, to jumpstart the algorithm, to start paying attention to you. And if you are doing 2 to 3 hours of content a week, of live streamed content per week, you know, you have, I mean, if you're doing 1 hour, if you're doing 1 hour of live streamed content per week, like you and I are doing right here, 1 hour of like good stuff, you know, like go for it. That is enough to make 3 video clips per day for a week, I think, using Opus clips.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Pretty close.
Right?
If not better,
Maybe
yeah.
you need to do 2 hours instead of 1 hour, whatever. But the point is, and you have all your old content you can recycle. You have like a crap ton of old video content that you could run through Opus and make a bunch of clips and post them every day. So you already have a backlog of parenting related video content. You can run it through Opus, create an awesome AI video, throw your captions up and schedule it all in. That, considering where you're at, I think part of you're right, your videos need to be better, a lot better. Okay, like we need to take that up a notch. But in the meantime, even if they were a lot better, I think your frequency of posting is holding you back.
Okay, so boost up the frequency.
I mean, do 5 videos a day for a month, dude, and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's going to change the game. And if you need to record some more content to make more videos, then like do an extra live some evening, you know, and just talk to yourself and, you know, talk for 30 minutes. But I would really recommend it. And I would also recommend, I know you have a different tool, but I would recommend that you try your tool and put some videos up and then try Opus, like do a trial of it and use some of its videos and see which one creates videos that get a better response.
Okay. Yeah, A/B testing type thing. Yeah.
You'll probably find Opus since it's the leader in the space right now, right? But you don't know though. You know, sometimes a lesser known tool actually produces better results because it doesn't look the same as everybody else that's using the thing, right? But yeah, if you know what I like, Curtis, is I like the idea of you doing the stitch videos or even the side-by-side videos of another person's video. You know, and doing that and then running that through something like Opus and clipping it and using that, you know, using clips of that response video as your social content, that could be really interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so take one of their long form videos and do a duet or a
Do
stitch
a
or something with
response
it.
video. Yeah,
Yeah.
do a stitch response,
Yep.
and then run that through Opus.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
All
and
right.
turn
Right
and
down. Yeah.
create your three to five clips a day. But like, if you take the video content that you've created previously and video content that you currently are creating, and you start banging out more like 30-second clips every day,
Hmm.
I think that's really gonna prime the pump for you.
Okay.
Highly recommended. So Curtis, as
Yep.
your one thing that you had mentioned that we've been talking about for a few weeks now is
Yep.
interviewing other people to create fresh content.
That's right.
And you had said something, I think maybe we spoke on my drive home from the
Yep.
airport about someone that
Yes.
you were hoping to interview. And so I'm just curious, how's that going? How's the reach out process going? How's the response process going? How's the interviewing going? Where's that
Yep.
at for you?
Okay. So the interview process, the gentleman had other commitments on the Monday he forgot about. So we're going to redo it this coming Monday. So I'll remind him later today to make sure he's going to come out or in the morning. That's one reason why I found out because I asked him, hey, you're available tonight? So he's like, oh, you know what? I forgot this thing. My daughter had some event at school I forgot about, right? So I was like, oh, no worries. We'll reschedule. So reschedule
Okay.
for this Monday. The outreach is still about the same. It just depends on who looks at the Facebook group. There's two Facebooks I post in, and then it depends on who's there and wants to be on the interview. Because I've done it before where I have no one for weeks, then all of a sudden I get 3 or 4 people interested and they DM me, right? So
Right.
I find it very, very random. It's not a consistent source of getting people to interview.
Right. Right. Okay. So here's what's happening.
Hmm.
Please take this seriously. Okay. This is an example of pure, unadulterated self sabotage.
Okay.
Okay. You are completely preventing your own growth.
Okay.
100%. All right. Here's the deal. You are not a retail salesman sitting behind the counter of a store waiting for people to come in the door. That's
Right.
not who you are. When you're an entrepreneur, that's not who you are. Okay. You are the guy with the hot dog cart on the street talking to every single person that walks by and offering them to buy a hot dog. Okay. That is who you are. And so it's like, or you are the door-to-door salesman knocking on every door and trying to sell vacuum cleaners. Like you are you are that guy. You're promoting your own business and you're actively trying to sell stuff. You're trying to build your following. You're not waiting for people, to come in and hear you sing. You're going out where there are people and you're singing so they can hear. And so the issue here is great if you have a Facebook group and people lining up around the block to be interviewed. That's ideal.
Yep.
For all sorts of reasons, that's
Mm-hmm.
ideal. However, you don't, and it's up
No.
to you how many interviews you do per day or per week or per month or per year. That's your choice, and you're steering the ship. You're making
Okay.
that decision. You're not waiting around for people to say, hey, will you interview me? No. Okay. So, like in the case of the parenting, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Okay. And like either way, it'll be a great exercise. And for everybody that's watching, do this same exercise. I'd like you to think about your market or your niche that you're trying to grow your audience or your customer base in, right? Yours is parenting, right, Curtis?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Who are the top 3 parents who are influential that you want to interview for your podcast? Parents with
I
followings,
I just
authors, speakers, course creators,
1 second.
influencers. Yeah.
1 second. All right.
Right.
Coming over my
Okay.
door.
Yeah. So top 3 influencers, basically online influencers in the parenting niche that you want to interview for your podcast.
I have not did that exercise. I know
That,
people who are there, and then I haven't really actually did anything about it.
yeah, what I'm saying is that is why you're not growing. Like if you were clear, so what I want to ask you is what are the top 10, what are the top 25, what are the top 100 people in your market or niche that you want to interview? That's what you really need to focus on. But if you don't have your top, the issue here is you're not really tuned in to the heartbeat, to the pulse of what's happening in the market right now. Like there are conferences that are happening, there are summits that are happening, there are social media channels that are exploding for parents right now that are growing like wildfire. I'm sure there's kids clothing brands that are popping, and that there are innovations that are happening, and that there are vitamins for kids that are cool. And there are probably also like some terrible things like products getting recalled and all this stuff. But the point is that I want you to get dead clear on who the top 10, who the top 25, this is homework, 25 people, first and last names in the parenting niche are that you want to interview, that would make sense for you to interview, and that would be totally freaking awesome for you to interview. And then you're going to reach out to them and you're going to ask to interview them. Okay. Just to like make it clear. But I want you to reaching out to people who have businesses in your market and niche, and I want you to interview them every single week without fail. You need to network and connect and literally add value to the lives and the businesses of people who are in the market or niche where you're looking to grow. Become part of the market. Really, I'm not saying you have to suddenly turn into like a bubbly extrovert or something, but what I am saying is you're not growing. In my opinion, one of the reasons is because you're not involved enough with the market. Right? Because these top 10, these top 25, these top 100 people, Curtis, they're all going to be your affiliates in the future. You see?
Right.
But if you're not friends with them, if they don't know who you are, good luck. And so the top 10, the top 25, the top 100 people in your market, the greater parenting market, which is huge, right? Because we're not limiting in any way to info products, right?
No.
Like all of the parenting products, all of the coaching for parents, all of the couples counseling, like there's endless opportunities to help parents in different ways and to sell lots of products and services related to helping parents being better parents. It's just endless. But if you get in the habit of interviewing an entrepreneurial parent who's selling some sort of a parenting product or service every single week without fail, do you see how that it would be hard for you not to grow your business?
Yes, I think it'd be more prosperity for sure to do that.
Right.
More prosperous.
So, but we've also talked about reaching out more proactively to interview people for a while. And obviously you haven't been doing a ton of that. And so I want to address that.
Not very actively. Yeah.
So what's happening? Like what's holding you back?
I don't know. Just I just do it the one way. I didn't really think of any other way of doing it, just by going to the different Facebook groups. And that's the only way I thought of it. I didn't think about researching who's the best in the business before. So, because we mentioned before, like a while ago, to do this one way with the Facebook group. So I stuck with that. And then I didn't really think about this other way of find the top people and then interview them. I didn't actually get any of that done. Even though we mentioned it before, I actually never did it. You know what I mean?
I do.
So sometimes you just do one thing and they say, okay, I'll do this later. And then you don't really get it done. So it's like one of those situations.
Yeah, I would really recommend it, man.
Okay.
So here's another variant of this. It's the same thing. It's not quite as powerful, but it would get you moving faster, which is go and look at I'm going to say the top 25, but maybe it's the top 100. Maybe it's the top 10. But go look at the biggest and most active parenting related Facebook groups. Okay. Hopefully you're a member of most of them already.
I
But
got quite a few,
make sure that you are a member of all of them, or you try, apply to be a member.
Yep.
Number one. And number two is especially the ones you've been a member of for a good long time. You can go in there and create video content based on the challenges and difficulties that people have. So if somebody a frustrating thing about being a parent, you can go and make a live stream of your response to the post, right? Hey, I'm Curtis. I have a parent support group. I've worked with a lot of parents. I've helped a lot of parents. Seems like your frustration is valid, and I in my experience, I have a pretty cool solution that might be helpful for you. So I just wanted to throw it out there, and so have some good, valuable content in these groups.
Yeah,
but ultimately, what you're looking to do is you're looking to interview the person that started the group.
Okay.
You want to be a little bit present and totally not pushy and definitely not salesy. You just want to create some valuable content for the group. I recommend live streams because nobody else has the balls to turn on their camera and be live in a group that they didn't start, because it's embarrassing and it feels like maybe you're doing something wrong, even though you're not. You're just saying, "Hi guys, what's up? I'm here. You're here too. What's happening? I wanted to introduce myself."
Right.
And when people see you, they're going to trust you more. That's just kind of the name of the game versus being anonymous and weird. And so, after having a little bit of content in these groups, you can reach out to the owner if you can see the owner as listed directly. And if you can't see the owner, reach out to all the admins and say, "Hey,
moderators,
I love this. I love this group. I really appreciate what you've done here. You have a lot of cool people in here, discussing having a first baby or whatever, right?"
Yep.
I have a podcast about parenting, and I would absolutely love to interview you about what inspired you to start this group and where you hope to see it go in the future and what it's all about. Right. And I'd love to interview you in your group, or I'd love to interview you, for my podcast. What do you think? And if you do the interview, if you'd actually, I might be catching myself here, Curtis.
What's that?
Can you or can't you currently live stream into Facebook groups?
No, I don't think so.
That stopped like 2 years ago, didn't it?
Yeah, it stopped a while ago. Yeah, I don't think you can.
So you'd have to so what you'd have to do is you'd have to do the interview and then upload it to their Facebook group afterward.
Yep.
Right? I think unless there's a workaround.
Yeah.
But the point is, interview the person and make it clear. Like, I'd love to interview you and upload it to your Facebook group, but also have it be an episode of my podcast. Right? And just interview them all about the group and how cool it is and like whatever. And so they'll love it. Their subscribers will love it. It's a good podcast episode, and it's going to show your viewers that you're connected and networked in the parenting world instead of just being like a lone star, guy, talking about parenting. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So you want to create better content. You want to create more interesting content. I'm glad you found the Stitch thing. That's great. That's moving in the right direction. Right. But don't hold yourself back from networking, dude. You need to lean into that. You're being resistant to it, and you're being a wuss about it. Okay. Like, don't be a wuss about, like, just accept the rejection. Like, if people don't like you or they don't respond, it's fine. You're looking for the people who want to do something.
Right.
That's it. And if they're not into it, it's okay. Totally cool. Right. Now, it's also 10:51.
Yeah, we
Do
pack
you
it
have a
up
hard
soon.
cutoff?
Yeah, 11 today. I should have told you earlier. I got another interview to do at 11, just after 11 there.
Cool. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a micro session today.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is Tellman Curtis. I'm here with Curtis Leong for the Get Shit Done Show, episode 271. And we're about to do hypnosis. So if you're driving or operating heavy machinery, if you're flying a plane or a UFO, if you're doing it, if you're operating a nuclear power plant, then probably don't be listening to hypnosis right now, right? Say this for later when you can lay down at home. In the meantime, go ahead and get comfortable, taking a nice, slow, deep breath. As you close your eyes, you can just begin to allow yourself to relax. And as you do, begin to allow yourself to relax right now from the top of your head all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the very tips of your toes. And as you begin to relax more and more, you can begin to focus. Begin to become aware. Begin to shift your awareness from looking through your own eyes and experiencing your life through your own body. Begin to shift your awareness right now up higher, just up outside your body, looking down in the room around you, looking down around your body and the room that surrounds you, and moving up, and out of the building that you're in right now, up, higher, and you can begin to see the whole neighborhood. Up, higher, the whole town or city. Up, higher, the whole province, state. Higher, the whole country, the entire continent. Up, higher, the whole world and beyond. And up, up, up. From this point of view, you can see, you can take in so much more than you realized from this elevated perspective. And as you do, continue to open your mind and your awareness, open your senses, sharpen your senses, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you taste, what you smell, and what you experience. You can see so much more clearly. And as you move in and out of being able to see the physical and then the etheric, the non-physical realms of existence, you can begin to recognize patterns and shifts in the way things connect and how you connect them. And instantly, automatically, you begin doing the things you have the most resistance to that will help you move in a positive direction with your subconscious and conscious goals fully aligned, moving forward each and every day, remembering to schedule in your daily activities in Simpleology, like your daily broadcast email, and remembering to do everything you need to do to lean into the resistance, to take action on the things you may have avoided in the past. And in a few moments, 5, you will return back down, back down, back down into your body, into full awareness. 1, taking a nice slow, deep breath in. Exhaling. 2, stretching out the hands and the feet, the arms and the legs. 3, rolling the shoulders back. 4, just beginning to return fully back into the room. And 5, eyes open, awake and alert, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than you felt in a very, very, very long time.
Awesome.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Tellman. That was good, as always.
Cool. Curtis, you're making fantastic progress.
Thank you.
The name of the game is lean into the resistance.
Yeah.
Right? Lean into the resistance.
Yeah.
I want you to really be thinking proactively. How can I grow my account faster? Right? How can I, what can I do to grow this faster? How can I shift things around in my life? How can I shift around my responsibilities so that I can double my progress, right? You totally have the ability to do that, but there's no one way. It's not just one, and the one way that worked yesterday might not work tomorrow on the internet. That's the deal, right? It's ever changing. Yep. So, I want to put you at the helm, like really get in there and be responsive for where you're sailing the ship, right? You're the captain.
Yep. Okay. Make it happen.
Name of the game.
All right, number 1.
That's right. Cool, dude. Well, you're making great progress. Keep going with the stitching videos. Get some interviews. Don't hold back on that. Make your top, what would be ideal, Curtis, is your top 100 list. Okay. Of people you want to interview. Do you need 100? No, you need 10. Okay. Probably, to get the ball rolling. But figure out and have them be people that you want to interview to grow your business. Don't have them be people that you're filling in order to do the homework assignment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Have the wow, this person's an incredible author. I watched 5 of their videos and I was captivated. I really want to I would love to interview this woman or whatever. Right. We're looking for people like that.
Okay, we'll do. So talk easy. I just message people, right?
Yeah. At least get your top 10 list, top 25 list, go top 100 if you can, and then start reaching out to those people on every platform you possibly can and ask to interview them. But again, remember, a great place to start is with Facebook groups because you're already active in these.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
People love to be interviewed. They love it.
Perfect. Will do.
All right. Rock and roll.
This week. Thanks, Tellman. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.